This week, Mike finds a little furry friend in his video game shoebox. Jonny chats to Aussie caster Mitch Leslie, who packed up and moved to Germany to follow his dreams. And we catch up with Kelly Hu to find out what goes into making a fight scene with Hugh Jackman. This is Player Attack. Hi, I'm Jessica Citizen, and this week saw esports hit the Philippines with ESL hosting a Dota 2 tournament in Manila. 8 teams from around the world paid a visit to Southeast Asia for a big weekend full of MOBA action. The finals on Sunday were full of the upsets that make esports exciting. Fan favourite Fnatic fumbled in the first semi, falling to Chinese team Wings. And it was that same dark horse that crushed Team Liquid's undefeated weekend in the one game that really counted, taking out the grand final and a cool $100,000 in a thrilling 3-0 matchup. And sticking with esports for a moment, ESL has ruled that Team YP is no longer welcome at any further events thanks to the team's sponsor. And before you wonder why it matters where a team's money comes from, the YP in their name comes from major funding partner, adult entertainment website YouPorn. Turns out ESL has strict rules. No drugs, no alcohol, no pornography, which makes sense when you think about the international audience watching esports these days and the myriad of broadcasters involved. The team has competed in all sorts of esporting events ranging from Counter-Strike to League of Legends to Evolve, and has offered to remove the YP branding which it's competed under since December 2014. As yet, ESL has not responded. There's a couple of big delays this week. The first one is just a rumour at this stage, but it sounds like Guerrilla Games' upcoming robot dinosaur epic Horizon Zero Dawn has been pushed back into 2017, disappointing everyone who was hoping to have it by Christmas. The upside is that the rumour also suggests the game is being tweaked to work beautifully on the also rumoured PlayStation 4K. The second delay, unfortunately, comes directly from the publisher as EA confirms Mirror's Edge Catalyst won't quite meet its May 26 release date. Instead, the team at DICE is taking just a little while longer to get the game and its social play features up to scratch, so it'll be released on June 7 instead. And in more bittersweet news, Microsoft has officially ended production of the Xbox 360 after 10 years on the market. This doesn't mean your console will suddenly stop working, of course. Xbox Live will be supported for the foreseeable future, but it does mean that if you are struck down by the red ring of death, you won't be able to just pop out and buy a new one. However, more and more 360 games are being made available for Xbox One each week, so the legacy of the hardware will live on. Moving on now though, and the 5th official Minecraft convention, the cleverly named Minecon, will hit the Anaheim Convention Center on September 24 and 25. As in previous years, there will be interactive exhibits, keynote events, discussion panels, and the wonder that is the cosplay contest. Tickets are strictly limited, with half on sale on May 6th and the other half on May 7th. If you miss out, you miss out. Each ticket must be assigned to a specific person at time of purchase in an effort to crack down on scalping and reselling. For more information and ticketing details, check out minecraft.net. Another thing that is very popular, Dark Souls. This week we learned about a couple of different ways you can get your Souls fix, and both of them have proved to be big sellers almost without trying. First up, there was a Kickstarter for a Dark Souls board game. The team at Steamforged Games asked for £50,000 and set the campaign to run for a month. That total was raised within just 3 minutes of the campaign going live, reaching £1 million within 24 hours. Now, backers are meeting stretch goals almost the moment the team announces them. You can pick up a copy of the game for £80 via the campaign website. The other Dark Souls outing, a comic book from Titan. A second print run of the book was hastily organised as the original run sold out almost entirely during its first day on shelves. If you rushed out for the original though, well done. The second run will feature new cover artwork, so your first run copy is an instant collector's edition. Another book that you might like, which has nothing to do with Dark Souls, is this stunning Metal Gear Solid 5 art collection from Dark Horse, launching in November with more than 180 pages of behind-the-scenes detail. And there's more! Wargaming has also announced a new project with Dark Horse, an epic World of Tanks comic book series written by Preacher author Garth Ennis and illustrated by Judge Dredd's Carlos Esquerra. Set during the tank battles of summer 1944, it's German Panzers versus British Cromwells for this 5-part monthly series, set to hit retailers and digital outlets in the second half of the year. Now, remember how we told you last week about how gender is now randomly assigned in Rust? Turns out that the handful of gamers who got very upset over that change are actually in the minority. Surprise! sales of the game have skyrocketed since the change. Overall player count nearly doubled for a period, and sales increased by 74%. This is the sort of upswing usually associated with a hefty Steam sale, not an in-game update, and while creator Gary Newman isn't expecting the trend to continue, he's quite pleased with it at the moment. And finally this week, this is where we would normally put movie news, but instead we are going to dedicate a little time to the blast from the past that erupted this week. John Romero and Adrian Carmack, two of the men behind Doom, are making a new FPS.
The name of the game is Black Room.
Black Room takes place in the near future at the site of one of the world's leading tech companies, Hoxar. Hoxar has developed a technology that allows you to be anywhere at any time, creating fully realized holographic worlds that are indistinguishable from reality. All inside of a giant black room. Then, something happened. You might call it a glitch. People are seeing things. Simulations are dangerously folding into others. You are Santiago Sonora, an engineer assigned to the Black Room project. You have no idea what's going wrong with Black Room until it happens to you and you nearly lose your life.
Titled Black Room, we're promised something that harkens back to classic FPS play, that is, exploration, speed, and intense weaponized combat. Expect dodges, circle strafing, rocket jumping, multiplayer features, and of course modding support, all set in a world full of holograms. The game is up on Kickstarter and pledges start at $5 for forum access and exclusive streams and videos of the development process, to $29 for a digital copy of the game including an exclusive starter weapon skin, all the way up to $10,000 for the ability to design an in-game holosim. We really want to get excited about this. Actually, we are a little bit excited for this, but there is one thing missing. Where is the gameplay? How can we believe that this really is the game we've been waiting for when we can't see what it looks like? For more information on any of these stories or to keep up to date with the latest gaming news, head to playerattack.com. But for now, stick around, we've got plenty more still to come.